Hello everybody. Well, it's official. Mud season is upon us here in Northeast Pennsylvania. It's been above freezing for the last several days. The other day it got up to 51 degrees, I think. That takes all the permafrost and turns it into mud and muck. So we had a lot of fun yesterday. I did some processing yesterday. I processed some cherry logs that I had sitting up on the hill. Did those separate, put them in a separate pile. Today, I'm going to continue working on my oak and maple. You can see I've got a partial trailer load here. I apologize for not doing any videos lately. They called me back to the tugboat early last tour, so I've been gone for an entire month. Then, as soon as I got home, we went up to visit my son in Groton, Connecticut for his birthday. So we were gone for the weekend. So now that I'm back in the wood yard, it's time to actually cut wood. So I wanted to show you this. We have a solar panel, and what I wanted to do was hook up a solar charge controller to the dump trailer, and that way the trailer can charge its battery. So I did a couple things. This I did first. I installed a voltmeter, just reading battery voltage. I did that early on because I wanted to know the condition of the battery as I was using the hydraulics. And then I decided that what I really need is a solar charge controller so that I don't have to run an extension cord from way down there at the shop all the way up here. So I've got a solar charge controller here. And let's see if I get some slack in the line here. I'll pick this up. There we go. Now, I'm not sponsored by these people or anything. This just happens to be the brand that I like and use very frequently. Seems to be pretty good quality. And you can see right here, the solar cell was putting out 21 volts. The battery's fully charged, so it's not drawing any current right now. The battery says 14.1 volts. A little discrepancy there. Temperature we don't care about. Yes, 21.2 volts is what the solar panel's putting out. And right now it is raining and overcast. Anyway, so what I was saying was the solar charge controller is a huge help. Keeps the battery charged without running an extension cord. And since I'm always parking the trailer right here by the processor, it's no big deal to have the power cord just running right over there. Most of the time I have it propped up behind the tailgate. But since I'm going to be moving this anyway, I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay, so that's the charge controller setup. Again, very helpful. So this is my mud yard today. And as you can see, we've got quite the mess. Yesterday, I started cutting up some logs, getting them to the length that I can manage with the tractor. Put a few up there, and it was a muddy, nasty mess going back and forth here. So I'm just churning mud every time I move from there, pull a log out, cut it, put it up there, and get it ready to go on the processor. It just makes a huge muddy mess. So the reason that I do this is because if I cut these to a length that the tractor can lift, it's easier for me to just make a big stack of them. And then as I'm processing, I just go up there, grab a log, and put it on the processor instead of coming over here and then just cutting one single log and then loading that on the processor. It's just faster to do one operation all at the same time. Okay, so this log here, for example, this is probably 16 inches in diameter, maybe 15. But anyway, it's big. I may have to cut this in thirds to lift it because I'm limited by the capacity of the tractor. And yes, I can put a weight box on here and probably make it more stable. But the problem is that I'm always using my 3-point hitch to move the trailer. And putting the weight box on and off is such a pain you wouldn't believe, because it's extremely heavy and it's just hard to get it lined up and attached. And putting that on and off would be near impossible. I'm toying with the idea of maybe putting a trailer hitch on the weight box, but that presents the next problem, which is then I've got the weight of the weight box plus the weight of the trailer tongue, and that's all going to be pushing on the tractor, and it is probably going to be too much. So that's not, I don't think that's going to work. So we've got a couple logs here that are very large. This one here is a perfect size log, except that it's about 24 feet long. So it's a little bit too long to put directly on the machine. So I got to cut that one in half too. There's some nice wood here that I don't have to fiddle with other than cutting it in half. Some of these big pieces though, just a bit too much for the tractor. Okay, we're gonna get this thing cranked up, get the, I've already checked the oil and the bar oil and the gas. We still got half a tank of gas. So get this thing fired up. you'll notice I'm doing a lot of resplitting. Doing that on the fly. Not going to worry too much about it. This log is a beast. Let's have a look here. 13 by 15, so it's pretty good size. Going to be doing some, going to be doing a bunch of resplitting on this one. All right, let's see if we can roll it onto the onto the infeed. There we go. And this next one is crooked, so that's going to be fun too. Of course it fell that way. So this one we're going to be resplitting the resplits. Look how big that is. Can't even get it out of there yet. Alright, let's hit that one again. Okay, my trailer is full, about a cord, maybe a little more. It's hard to tell when I have it piled up high like that, but it's not level in the middle here, so it's about a cord. So now I have to take this and go stack it. So with that, we will see you later. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.